Okay, so I hadn't planned this video, really. I've received some other Marvel Legends figures since I last did a review. In fact, you can see a few of them just up there. Thor Ragnarok themed figures. Take a little cheeky little sneaky peeky. Yeah, it's like Grandmaster, Korg, really cool Hela over there. But after I got home from my pantomime contract in early January, I had a little bit of spending money, and I thought, you know what, one figure I've really wanted, but I've never been able to find for a decent price, is the Walmart, I believe, so the Walmart at Target exclusive Captain America from Avengers Endgame. This is the Cap, who is based on his appearance in the final Avengers movie, and was released around about the time of the film, obviously with little plot details, and his costume isn't battle damaged remotely, despite the shield being, so it's an allusion to the last scene, complete with an extra accessory in here, which you can just see there. We'll get to that in a minute. It's been hard to find this guy. I normally shop on Kapow Toys if I really want a Marvel Legends release before it comes to the UK. And I just didn't have disposable income when this figure came up early last year. So trying to find it for a decent price has been next to impossible. However, what I did was, and I'm not being sponsored, but I just want to shout them out. I think this is the second time I bought from them. I went to eBay and found Go Figure Collectibles from Australia. These guys, I'll put the eBay link down in the description, charged pretty much the correct amount for a Marvel Legends for this figure. Not only that, the postage wasn't gratuitous, and the shipping cost, when I had to pay customs charge over here, only came to about 12 quid for this item. So I paid in total about £46 to get hold of this figure. If I'd have bought him from a UK retailer or reseller, or a US retailer or reseller, I was looking at like £80, £90 minimum, which is like minimum. So I thought, why not, since it's taken me a while to get this bad boy, and I've been really excited to open him, why not open him on camera as like an epilogue to the Endgame figure review that I did a couple months ago. Let's crack him open. Once again, a huge shout out to Hasbro for their recent packaging change. Cardboard, plastic. Much easier to recycle now. Thumbs up, Hasbro. Now let's look at him in the plastic window packaging before we open him up. You've got a Chris Evans sculpt there. You've got Captain America. You've got his mighty shield. And behind that mighty shield, Mjolnir. Cleverly concealed, not addressed anywhere on the packaging. Just a nice little treat for people who went to see the movie back in April or May of last year, went and picked up the figure because they loved Captain America in the movie, and got a surprise extra accessory. Yes, boy. So here's your boy Steve. Looking pretty cool. It's a mostly new sculpt as well, to fit in with the fact the costume is unique to Avengers Endgame compared to other films in the series. Let's get in a little closer and have a little cheeky little look at him. So the sculpt on the head is nice. The mask is never completely quite aligned with the eyes, just like the bloody focus here. The mask's never quite completely aligned with the eyes, which is good because it's more of a helmet, so it always shunts around ever so slightly. I quite like that. Chin straps. You ever heard a chin strap like that? That light? Probably not. You've got the scale mail, which was the thing that myself, as a fan of the character, loved the fact that in his last costume they included one of the most iconic details of his outfit from the comics. Standard articulation, pivot in ankles with a little joint there. Do the boots turn? They do! Captain America has mostly had boot turns. Double knee joint, joint at the thigh, and the better pelvis, unlike the anniversary / 2012 Captain America from the Endgame wave. Wrists, this one pivots down, that one pivots out. Double elbow, turn at the bicep. Normal ball jointed shoulder, but be careful. They've given him a textured pad for the shoulders, which is nice for detail, but it means it could crease or tear off if you don't do it properly. Because you can see the back is very specifically sculpted. And the head is on a ball joint with a pivot, which is always difficult to move Captain America's head with. Now let's have a look at the Steve sculpt. So it's a pretty decent sculpture of Chris Evans overall. A little square-jawed. He's looking a little bit more comic booky. It's not too dissimilar to the Civil War one we got from the Crossbones and Captain America 2-pack. I think this is a slightly better likeness, though, overall. Just saying, to Chris Evans. That's a bit more Captain America. Oh, there he is. Whereas that one's a bit more Chris Evans. For those who are confused, just the body there. He's wearing the body of the damaged Captain America from the Civil War triple back with Spider-Man and Iron Man. Because my other Cap is over there, the main figure. They're just a bit of a likeness comparison with the Steve Rogers from the Captain America First Avenger 2 pack. That's his helmet hair, because I normally have the helmet on. So he's got the flattened hair. But like that's definitely Chris Evans. That's definitely Chris Evans. That's sort of like if Chris Evans and Captain America were hybridized. But still a pretty cool likeness. So overall, this Steve figure is pretty great. The battle damage shield is slightly unfortunate because it, means that the clean cut costume is a bit weird. So maybe if we're lucky, they'll release a variant. Obviously, you could swap the shield out with a cleaner one from another figure. But maybe they'll release a variant in time where he's in the battle damage costume, where he's got the more beaten version of the masked head. He's got maybe the broken shield as an alternative. That'd be nice. Who knows? Who knows? And until they release a decent figure based on Thor from the end of that movie, here's the Infinity War Thor with one of the spare heads from the Endgame wave. Of course, the beard and the braids aren't there, but whatever. It'll do for now. And there's Iron Man from the end of that film. So, yeah, I think he's going to display quite nicely along with my other Infinity War and Endgame figures. I'm really chuffed with him. What do you think of him? Have you got this figure? Have you seen it? Is he a white whale for you like he has been for me for ages? If so, check out Go Figure below. If they get more in stock, I highly recommend for UK buyers to contact them. Thanks for watching. For those who don't normally watch this tat, apologies, but you did stick around to the end, and I'll see you all again soon.